Hey there, and welcome. So, if you're in the wireless game, you know the daily grind, that constant battle against radio frequency interference. It's just part of the job. But what if I told you that the entire battlefield is changing, and in ways you might not see coming? All right, let's get into it. Now, what we're digging into today is pulled straight from Chapter 17 of a big 20-part technical guide. This comes from the pros over at RFI Detectives, who are part of Virtualization Options LLC. And this chapter? It's all about the new tech and the security headaches that are totally reshaping how we even think about managing RFI. For what feels like forever, our biggest problems have been the usual suspects, right? Noisy microwaves, old cordless phones, maybe just a ridiculously crowded Wi-Fi space. But the game is really starting to evolve. The interference we'll be fighting tomorrow isn't just accidental noise. It's something way, way more complex. And that brings us right to this new RFI frontier. You see, it's not about just reacting to problems anymore, running around putting up fires after they've already started. Nope. The future is all about being proactive. It's about building systems that are designed from the ground up to see interference coming and shut it down before anyone's connection even blinks. So what's actually in this new proactive playbook? Well, according to the report, it really boils down to three huge pillars. First, you've got advanced signal processing that can intelligently sniff out and filter noise. Second is cognitive radio, which, well, it basically gives the network a brain to sense what's happening around it. And third, dynamic spectrum access, which lets it adapt and change on the fly. And believe me, this isn't some far-off sci-fi stuff. This is the new standard toolkit. Let's really zero in on one of those for a second. Dynamic spectrum access, or DSA. This is a total game changer. I mean, instead of your system being stuck on some clogged up channel, a network with DSA can actually sense the RFI. It can analyze the whole spectrum and then intelligently hop over to a cleaner frequency, all by itself. It's about building a smart, resilient network from the inside out. And this just leads perfectly to the next big leap. Okay, so avoiding interference is great, but what if we could actively fight back? We're now seeing these incredibly sophisticated beamforming and null steering antennas that can create, and I mean literally create, a cone of silence pointed right at an interference source, all while boosting the signal for the actual user. It's like a surgical strike against noise. So up to now, we've been talking about making our network smarter to deal with, accidental problems. But that's really only half the story we need to tell, because the threats themselves, they're getting a whole lot more malicious. And this is the question. It's the one that every single wireless professional really needs to start asking themselves. What happens when that disruption isn't coming from a faulty piece of gear, but from someone who is deliberately trying to take you down? And here's where we have to draw a really clear line. Look, we are all pros at handling legitimate interference. That's our day job, it's our bread and butter. But malicious interference, that's a completely different animal. We're talking about jamming, where someone intentionally floods a frequency just to shut you down, or spoofing, where they try to trick your systems into connecting to a fake, rogue device. This new reality means we have to level up. Our skills, our tools, our whole mindset has to evolve. Defending against these kinds of wireless threats demands a whole new playbook and a security-first attitude. I absolutely love this quote from the report because it just nails the core of the problem. How in the world does a system know the difference? A sudden drop in signal could be someone firing up an ancient microwave in the break room, or it could be a jammer. The next generation of our tools has to be smart enough to tell them apart, instantly. So how do we build that intelligence in? Well, that's where this digital shield comes into play. These are the specific countermeasures the RFI Detectives report points to. You've got anomaly detection algorithms that learn what your network looks like when it's normal, and then flag anything that looks weird. You've got spread spectrum communications, which make your signal a moving target that's way harder to jam, and of course the basics, strong cryptography and authentication, making sure only the good guys can even talk to your network in the first place. So when you boil it all down, what does all this mean for you, for your job? It means the role is getting a major upgrade. Being a great wireless tech isn't just about squeezing out the best performance or getting maximum coverage anymore. Now, it's also about understanding the threat landscape. It's about being the first line of defense for this invisible infrastructure. You're not just an optimizer, you're a defender. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. We are building a world of smart cities, connected cars, automated factories, and all of it, every last bit, depends on the wireless spectrum being clean and secure. As we rely on it more and more, the question of who's actually responsible for protecting it, well, that becomes one of the most critical questions of our time. And the answer, more and more, is starting to look a lot like you. Thanks for watching.